Hello there, it is Kathy again from Arch Projects for Kids. Today I've created a new drawing video to show you how to draw a city with one-point perspective. It's a really great way to add a lot more depth to your landscape drawing. You know, the project comes from my website, which I of course hope becomes your new favorite place for finding easy step-by-step drawing lessons. I'm happy to say that since 2008, it's helped more than 20 million kids learn how to draw. So check out my videos, and if you like them, hit that like and subscribe and notifications bell that's up in the corner. It will really help me make more of these. So now let me show you how to draw that city with one-point perspective. Drawing something with a one-point perspective basically means that all parallel lines seem to merge into one point, which is also called a vanishing point. In this drawing, it's pretty easy to see, as the sidewalks and trees and buildings all point to that same spot where things seem to disappear. First, you need to print out the template that is included in my download. It comes with a lot of helpful guidelines. Also needed is a pencil with an eraser, a black marker, and some crayons. If you want to follow along with the printed set of directions, you can always download this tutorial from my website. It's called One Point Perspective. This template that I created helps everyone get started on their drawing right away. It has a built-in horizon line and angled guidelines to follow. If this is your first vanishing point drawing, I recommend you keep things simple and follow the structure I have set up. You can still add lots of creative ideas to your buildings and streets when you are done. Step number 1. Start by tracing the road lines as shown so you can see your street and sidewalks. Step number 2, note that the tops of the buildings on the right are all going to follow this angled guideline. To begin, draw the front of the largest building as shown. Finish that building by adding horizontal lines on the top and bottom. Start the next building the same way with the side that faces the street. Add the horizontal lines to finish the top and bottom. The last and smallest building is drawn the same way, the angled front first, then the top and bottom lines. Step number 3. Now you can start to add windows and doors to your building. Note that the windows facing the street also need to have angled perspective lines and point towards that vanishing point. Time to finish that middle building. Add a top roof and then lots of windows. Afterward, the smallest building gets some windows and doors too. Step number 4. I'm keeping the left side of the street simple with just 3 trees. They all need to fit within that angled line that you see. Start by drawing the largest one first. Next, draw the middle tree, making sure it fits between the top dashed line and the sidewalk. Finally, draw the furthest and smallest tree the same way. Step number 5, fill the sidewalk with horizontal lines. Step number 6, draw the dashed line in the middle of the road as little rectangles that get shorter and smaller. Trace the horizon line and add a setting sun. I'm going to add a couple of clouds in the sky. I like to draw them with flat bottoms and bumpy tops, much like they are in real life. Step number 7. To add a car to your drawing, here's an easy way to draw one. It has a simple front view and is made from just a few easy shapes. Erase any overlapping lines when you are done. Step number 8, it's tracing time. Don't worry about trying to draw perfectly straight lines. Just go slowly and do the best you can. This is a hand-drawn picture after all, and it's not supposed to look like a computer drew it. And now is a good time to erase any extra pencil lines that are still showing. Step number 9, it's coloring time. I'm going to start by coloring my largest building purple. I love the color that it makes when I press hard. The next building I'm coloring in blue, as I have already planned to make my sky a sunset orange. And the smallest building I'm filling in red to keep my colors really bright. Next, I plan to color all my trees the same, a dark green and rich brown. Try to find another shade of green for your grass so it doesn't blend in with the trees. I'm using a pretty yellow green. The street and sidewalks get colored the same color, a medium shade of gray. And I want my car to really show up, so I'm going to color it a bright red. Time to color the sky. Since the sun is setting on the horizon, this is a good time to use some pretty sunset colors. I found this yellow-orange that I really like. For some extra dimension, try adding a little light gray crayon to the bottom of your clouds. That's it! My one-point perspective drawing is done. This drawing can be really fun if you keep things simple. That's why 3 similar trees on the left and 3 similar buildings on the right are a good place to start. It's good to learn the basics before trying to take on more. Thanks for following along with me, and I hope you've enjoyed this one-point perspective drawing video. You'll find many more drawing lessons just like this one on my website, Art Projects for Kids, including how to draw 3D buildings and perspective drawing for beginners. Check them out.